You guys have no idea how badly I want to record other videos right now. The thing is, I've got no time, so I'm just gonna keep recording these ones for now. The more beginning of the year videos might have to come out in like February because I have a reading break sometime near February 17th or 14th or something like that. I'm gonna have to record a majority of those videos in February, but they will come out eventually, I promise. So I'm continuing to read The Will of the Many by James Islington this week. I'm now 57% in. With the subplot romance, I thought I wouldn't like it, but I'm okay with it. I don't know, I thought it would be moving like faster for some reason, which I wasn't liking because every time they interacted, I felt like they were just taking these giant leaps, but it's more like they're becoming friends really quickly, not that the romance is progressing quickly, I think. So I hope it continues to stay like that for a bit. I still have no clue how this magic system works. And also our main character Viz, he found something in like the old ruins at the school and he's investigating those now. Lots of creepy things keep happening to him. Would not want to be in his situation whatsoever. Also, he found like the secret labyrinth underneath all the ruins and stuff. Okay, not gonna lie, I did kind of blank out during like parts of that chapter where he found the labyrinth, so I'm still kind of confused about some things. I was kind of reading my book in the middle of class, so that might have been why I blanked out, but fully do not remember some things. Anyways, I'm planning on studying for a test this week. I have one next Monday and then next Friday. Friday's a midterm. It's crazy how quickly this term is going by already. Then I have plans for Friday and Saturday, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully study starting today. Hopefully be ready for my test by Monday. I think the test I have on Monday is an open book test. I don't know, because I'm taking like 3 psychology classes right now, so I'm kind of getting like the names confused. Taking psychology 223, 239, I think, and then 275. So I kind of get them all mixed up, but I think the one on Monday is the one where the teacher allows us to have open book tests. So that's a bit less stressful, thank God, because I really need to study for the one on Friday. I should be okay as long as I keep up with the schedule. I do procrastinate a lot though. It takes me a while to like actually start studying. I'm trying to be better this year. I really am. I'm just so bad at like keeping up with the studying. I have really bad habits. And most of the time I either just want to read or like watch stuff, and like those are very distracting to me. I don't know. If I don't do any studying today, definitely gonna study tomorrow because I finish at 11 a.m. tomorrow, so I have a lot of time. Anyway, sorry, back to my book. I'm really liking the friendships in this book though. Like I think they're so cute. Like they're very subtle. They're not like intense friendships or anything. They're kind of just like they enjoy hanging out with each other sort of thing. I like Calidus, and then there's this other character named Aiden. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Aiden and Viz are becoming like friends really slowly, but I really like their relationship because they kind of have this, I guess, sort of bond when it comes to speaking the dead language, because obviously it's called the dead language. No one speaks it anymore, and so it's kind of rare to find someone who speaks the same language as you sort of thing. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but like Viz has a secret identity as the prince of an old kingdom. This man is also really good at lying. Like it's really scary. He lies like he breathes air. He was also adopted by this guy named Ilkiskor. Near the beginning of the book, Viz didn't meet his adoptive mother yet because she was away on business, and so we just met her in the last chapter, and it was so surprising because technically, oh my god, I really don't want to give away spoilers, but in a way we already met her. We just didn't know she was his adoptive mother, and so it was really a jump scare. I really do like the love interest Emisa. I think she's so sweet. I was just afraid the romance would move really quickly despite it being a subplot romance. I kind of hope it's staying at the pace it is right now because I can tell Viz has like a crush on her and she might have a crush on him, but right now I think they're solely friends, and I hope it stays that way for a bit. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but Viz is going undercover at the school for his adoptive father because his adoptive father wants to figure out how his brother died, and so Viz is tasked with spying on this faction religion. There's like 3 factions in this world. There's religion, military, and governance. Right now, military, or rather Ilkiskor, is suspicious of religion because he thinks they're hiding some secret weapon or something. The principal of this school, Viridius I think his name is, and he's part of the religion faction. Ilkiskor isn't really fond of him because Viridius and I think Ilkiskor's brother used to be really close, but then something happened during one of the tournaments in the past when they were both at school and somehow his brother ended up dying. I really don't know if my explanation made sense there. That's pretty much the gist of it. So it's like a fantasy mixed with a murder mystery sort of. Yeah, and so Viz is like sneaking around school, checking out like the old ruins and stuff. He's found quite a bit actually. Like again, that hidden labyrinth. There was a room full of dead people. Yeah, that's pretty much all for now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this book this week, hopefully, and if I do finish this book, might read The Sunshine Court this week. I don't know, I've been avoiding that book for a while, but for some reason I felt like reading it for a bit. I haven't started it yet. I do have it here on my Kindle though. But yeah, I'm gonna read for a bit. Hopefully I can get some studying in tonight. But yeah, I'll probably see you guys a bit later or tomorrow. Okay, so I don't know how this happened, but I recorded this before already, but mid-video, somehow my recording turned into slow motion. I literally don't know how I did that, but hopefully this stays normal. So So I just finished studying for tonight like 10 minutes ago because I was procrastinating all day, and it's 11:05 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna update you guys really quickly. So I'm on chapter, I don't know what number, and I'm on page, according to my Kindle, 461. If I tap on the left corner down here, it says I have 5 hours and 38 minutes left in the book. I am really liking this book though, like the overall plot and like fantasy element. I'm not liking the subplot romance as much as I thought I would. Like, they're barely interacting, and yet whenever they do interact, I feel like it progresses so quickly. It's not what I was expecting, because I mostly dove into this book because I kind of knew there was a subplot romance already, and I thought I liked Emisa, but I'm also kind of wary of her now because Ilkiskor, who's Viz's adoptive father, brought up this thing that happened in like the beginning of the book where someone had given Viz a cup of water and then he ended up being poisoned and he passed out for like I don't know how long. I don't know if it was Emisa, but she is the one who handed him the cup. The thing is, I kind of have this thought where it probably wasn't her, it was probably someone else in the room, and I am suspecting like one other person, but also at the same time I'm just very distrusting of everyone in this book now. Also, we're currently at this island called Seuss. This is Viz's old home kingdom. It's like where his kingdom got conquered and everything, and where he used to live. He's really trying to keep his emotions in check here, but he keeps getting like ticked off at the tiniest things, and especially because they keep mentioning how Seuss got conquered, and obviously he was the prince of that kingdom, right? But now he's just trying to like not blow up, and it is kind of stressing me out because he does slightly have anger issues. Like, he's gotten a bit better at controlling it, but at the same time not that much. Oh my god, there was also this interesting fight that happened. It like helped him move up into class 4. The rankings in the school are like class 7 to class 1 sort of, and so he's in class 4 right now, and he had to get into like this fight with this kid, like a sword fight, to like prove his worth or whatever. He like bashed the kid's head into the floor. My palms were like sweating during that entire scene. Someone helped the other kid he was fighting cheat sort of, and so whenever Viz landed a blow on him, he wouldn't have like an injured limb or anything, you know? Like, naturally if you just chop someone's arm, it'll probably be like not working, and so whenever he hit the other guy, it just wouldn't go limp or whatever, right? So he got like really angry, which is why he bashed the kid's head into the floor. I also think I'm liking the friendships more in this book than I am liking the subplot romance. Like, again, it's just moving so quickly, and then the friendships in this book feel like so heartwarming to me. I feel like they're the thing that's keeping me going, other than like the rest of the story and the plot and stuff. I'm really interested in like the overall story, but if I'm gonna get attached to any sort of romance in this book, I think he needs to have another main love interest. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't know, Emisa seems nice, but I'm just not attached to her whatsoever. But again, it could just be because I'm very distrusting of everyone in this book so far, other than like his 2 friends Aiden and Calidus. But anyways, it's 11:10 p.m. I'm gonna go take a shower because I feel disgusting. Guys, I'm like so sweaty. I don't know why I kept procrastinating all day when it came to studying. Definitely got less studying done than I wanted to, but hopefully I can get more done tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna read more of this book tonight. So yeah, good night. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I actually feel like I did a lot today. I didn't do a lot of reading though, but I got a bit done. I am actually ahead on studying, which is like a first for me. It like never happens. I'm so bad at studying, so I'm really glad. I also edited a video today that should be going up tomorrow, or like in a few hours. Normally my videos go up around 12 a.m. in the morning, so I'm currently on chapter whatever this chapter is right here, and then it says I'm on page 477, which is 76% of the book. I'm hoping I can either finish it tonight or tomorrow, because I technically don't have class tomorrow, because tomorrow's the day my psychology teacher leaves for us to like do group discussions and stuff. So sometimes our groups can meet outside of class and like do the assignment together. So that's what my group is going to do tomorrow, and we're meeting around 2 p.m. I think, so I don't have to go to class tomorrow, and I can sleep in, so I'm definitely gonna stay up late reading tonight. I do feel like this book is going downhill, not gonna lie. Like, Ilkiskor is finally showing his true colors, which is so sad, because I did kind of like him, not really, even though we didn't interact with him that much, but I did kind of like him, and now that he's becoming kind of a jerk, don't know how I feel about him now. I still like his assistant Lenistia, I think that's how her name is pronounced, because her and Viz have bonded so much, and I still like how she's still true to her character. I feel like the part that's really going downhill for me is the subplot romance in this. Like, it doesn't feel as satisfying as I thought it would be, because these two already kissed, and it's only the first book. I heard this was gonna be like either a 3 or 5 book long series, and they already kissed in the first book, and it's a subplot romance. Like, are you kidding me? The book isn't bad at all. It's just I think I'm gonna have to ignore the romance for the rest of the book if I'm still gonna mildly enjoy this. That's like so frustrating to me though. They barely had like 4 scenes together, and they already kissed in like the 5th scene, and this book is 600 pages long, and whenever they interacted it was only like for 10 pages. Again, it's not a bad book. This is just me and my personal preferences when it comes to subplot romance and fantasy books. Like, I just came back from an 8-book long series where it was a slow burn sort of subplot romance, and it was the best thing to happen to me, and then I end up reading this, which makes it sound like so bad, but I don't know, I'm just so disappointed in this romance. Okay, they're only 17 in this first book though, so maybe he's gonna like age up in the next books and he's gonna get like a different love interest. I feel like that makes me kind of sound terrible, the fact that I want him to break up with this girl just so he can get another subplot romance. That's the only way I'm gonna read the second book in this series at this point. I also still don't know if I trust Emisa. Their friendship happens so easily in this book that's like kind of throwing me off. Do people really really make friends this quickly. And then their romance happens so quickly. So that's making me like not trust her for some reason. It could also just be my dislike of this romance. But anyways, yeah, I'm hoping I might be able to finish this tonight. I still have about 5 hours in this book, so I don't think so. Might be able to if I stay up until like 3 a.m. in the morning. Probably not. It's 10 p.m. right now. I think I'm developing this bad habit of updating you guys at 10 p.m., which obviously not good. So yeah, I'm gonna go get ready to go sleep. Okay, so it is the next day. It's almost 10 p.m. right now. I just finished The Will of the Many by James Islington. I rated it a 3.5 out of 5. Okay, this book wasn't bad at all. It's just there were some parts that I thought were really, really good, and then like other parts I thought were really underwhelming. Also, the subplot romance just wasn't it. If you're looking to dive into this book for the subplot romance, maybe not. Also, I predicted that 2 things would happen in this book, and both those things happened. I mean, I was still kind of surprised that I was right, but again, it made it kind of underwhelming because I was kind of expecting it to happen, obviously. I might read the second book when it comes out. I'm still not sure. I was debating on whether to rate this like a 3 or a 4 star, but then I just decided to go down the middle, rate it a 3.5, because I liked the sort of beginning, mostly the middle, and then the ending just wasn't as impactful as I thought it would be. Okay, so basically how these rankings work is if you make it to the top class, which is the 3rd class technically, not the 1st class for some reason, you make it to like this tournament thing called the Eudicium or something. This tournament where all the 3rd years compete and they see who's the top of their class, and whoever wins that tournament also gets to choose like which position they get in the hierarchy when they graduate. Yeah, I don't know, some parts were definitely disappointing. I think the reason why I pulled through like fully was because of the friendships in this book. Like I really like the side characters and the friendships that Viz made. So yeah, I don't know, 3.5 out of 5. It like definitely wasn't bad. Anyways, I feel like I've accomplished quite a bit today. I finished a book, I finished an assignment, I met up with 2 of my group members to discuss the assignment. I feel like I did something else, but I really can't remember right now. I don't know, today was pretty okay. I'm meeting up with 2 friends tomorrow to have dinner. I'm gonna need to study before I meet up with them. I don't know if I'll start my next book tonight. I don't really know what I want to read because I kept saying I wanted to read The Sunshine Court, but I think my need to avoid is slowly coming back. I don't know, we'll see, but I need to go take a shower because I need to wake up pretty early tomorrow. So I'm gonna go do that. Hopefully I can choose which book I want to read next. It'll probably be The Sunshine Court, but we'll see. But yeah, good night. I'll probably see you guys later. Okay, it's the next day. So after class today, I went to like a sort of tiny mall with another friend. I'm still meeting those 2 other friends around 5:30, so I have a little over an hour. But I bought 2 books there, and it's The Scum Villain Self-Saving System by Mo Shang-Tongshu. This is the last series I needed to buy before I had all of Mo Shang-Tongshu's books. I still need to get the last 2 books in the series, but I'm gonna do that a bit later because they weren't there. Seriously though, love these covers. These ones do seem a lot thinner than her other series. I heard this one's like the most humorous out of all the series she wrote, so I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I think I may read the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation first before this one, but this one's like a shorter series. It's only 4 books. Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation is only 5 books, and then Heaven Official's Blessing was 8 books, but I already finished that one. Anyways, I started a new book today. It's not The Sunshine Court, sadly. I swear I'll get to that one eventually. There's like this thing with Kindle where they have like daily books on sale on Amazon and stuff, and so I bought one of those, and it's Sword Heart by T. King Fisher. Okay, so this book started out kind of crazy. So this girl had an uncle who died, and in his will he left her all of his money, and now all her relatives are like jealous of her and stuff, and so they're trying to marry her off to one of their sons or something, or like find a way to kill her faster sort of thing. So they locked her in her room to like force her to marry one of them, and it kind of starts off with finding a sword to stab herself so that even if she does die, if she doesn't marry at least, then her nieces will get the money that her uncle gave to her. But when she takes the sword off of her bedroom wall and like takes off the scabbard or whatever it's called, a human pops out of the sword. Like a full-grown man just appears out of nowhere, and obviously it like freaks them both out. It was kind of funny actually. It was a more mild reaction than you'd expect. I'm only like 4% in. I'm finding it really funny. I think it's one of those cozy fantasies. I haven't read a cozy fantasy book in a while. I'm not normally in the mood for them unless I accidentally stumble into one, but I'm definitely going to continue reading this. I swear I'll read The Sunshine Court eventually. It's just I think I really want to be in the mood for it, you know? Like I just want to enjoy it to the fullest. And I also think I'm still in my fantasy mood for some reason. I know I said my brain was mush when I was reading The Will of the Many, but I guess I just have a need to read fantasy books right now, so I'm just gonna keep doing that, I guess. I might eat something before I head out, like a snack or something, even though I'm eating dinner with those 2 friends. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'll probably see you guys a bit later. Okay, it's Saturday. Well, Saturday's almost over actually. It's 11 p.m. right now. We did a lot of stuff today. I feel like we had to go to my grandma's today because we were celebrating Chinese New Year early. Chinese New Year is on the 29th of January, right? It's pretty early this year. I feel like normally it's in February. I met up with my friends yesterday and I managed to finally give them their Christmas gifts. Yeah, we went out to go eat Korean fried chicken and ramen. Then we went back to my friend's place and we made like some sort of purple rice dessert. I don't know what it'd be called in like English. I also don't know what it's called in Chinese either. Anyways, I'm still reading Sword Heart and I'm on chapter 29, which is 48% into the book. I'm liking it. It's like entertaining. The writing isn't the best. It takes a while to get used to. Normally I don't really pay attention to writing, but this one's kind of like in your face sort of thing. I don't really know how to explain it. Sometimes there's no commas, and then sometimes it's just words keep repeating even if there should be like a comma in between, or if there should be like 3 dots. It's not bad though. I'm definitely enjoying myself. There's a romance in here between our 2 main characters. This is dual POV sort of. It's between Sarkis and then Hala. This is a bodyguard romance. Sarkis is the bodyguard. Hala is the one who's trying to like escape her crazy family. I don't know how I feel about the romance. I mean, they're cute. I don't know if I'm obsessed with it though. Like, I think they already kissed at around page 140 maybe, which was a lot sooner than I thought because I think this book is around 400 pages. I really like the humor in this book though. I've laughed quite a bit. I feel like this one's more subtle humor, even though the book is like humor in genre, but this humor is definitely more subtle. I feel like it's also a bit like Grumpy Sunshine. I don't know if the bodyguard would be grumpy exactly. He's more like dutiful, I guess. He's like very serious about his job, and then Hala is like the curious type. I like her. She's cute. She asks like a lot of questions all the time. She talks a lot. She thinks a lot. She's like the yapping type, which is probably why I like her so much. Anyways, I think that's all for tonight. I have nothing to do tomorrow, so hopefully I can get some reading done. I've also been working on an assignment for school, so that might take up a bit of my time, but honestly I just want to finish that as soon as possible so I can study for my midterm, which is on Friday. But yeah, I'll continue reading Sword Heart tonight, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Last day of the week, I just finished Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher. 10:30 p.m. right now. I gotta be quick about this. Hopefully I don't yap for too long, but I rated this book a 3 out of 5. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't in the mood for a fantasy romance. I didn't realize this was a fantasy romance when I first started out until I later went to go look at what the genres were. I thought this was cute and it was really funny. If you're in the mood for a funny book, I would recommend this one. It's just, if you asked me to like tell you what this entire book consisted of, I don't think I would be able to tell you. It's not too memorable to me actually, even though I just read it. Like, if I read one chapter and I was already on the next chapter, would not be able to tell you what happened in that last chapter. I'm not gonna lie. I still thought it was entertaining. It definitely wasn't a bad book. I feel like if I was in the mood for this, it might have rated it higher, but for now I'm gonna rate it a 3 out of 5. It's just not that memorable to me at the moment. Also, all the characters in this were insane. Not that that's a bad thing, but they really were crazy. Like, I think this is the most nonchalant killings and disposing of the bodies I've ever read. They were just so chill about it. Like, it's just like they would kill someone and it's just like, oh, okay, let's go dump the bodies somewhere in a river now. And I'm just like, what is going on? That's what made it so funny, because it like wasn't serious whatsoever. But then there was also like a tiny bit of miscommunication in this book. Didn't bother me too much. I mean, it kind of did because it went on for like a little while until it got solved. I think my favorite character in this would probably be Zale. They were still kind of crazy, but they were honestly the least insane out of all the characters in this book. The ending, I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like it got solved way too quickly. Then they got married. I don't know how I feel about characters getting married at the end of a book. I mean, I don't have any bad feelings towards it. It's just not my favorite, if you know what I mean. I do think I'm gonna read other T. Kingfisher's books. The thing was, the writing style wasn't exactly my favorite. That might have also been another thing that caused me to rate it 3. I don't know, we'll see. There is another one of their books on my TBR that I want to read. It's just I kind of ran into this one because it was on the Kindle daily deals for $2.99 or something, so that's kind of why I bought it on a whim. Still definitely a book I would recommend if you want like humor in a cozy fantasy sort of setting. But anyways, like I said, it's the end of the week. I need to go take a shower and get ready for school tomorrow because I have a test, so I'm gonna go do that. But the total page count will be in this corner, and I'll probably see you guys next week. Hopefully I can read something next week. Again, I have a test tomorrow and then a test on Friday, so who knows if that's gonna happen, but I'll do my best. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.